Oh, is that really how you feel?
Yeah.
We can legally have underglow kits and police lights on our roof.
Hey, no
Archives
cap.
Podcast Episode 9. Archives Media is live. What the
Does it
fuck?
say 9?
29, I mean.
Oh, okay.
We're live?
Well, hey, I tell you what, the last recording got effed up, so I'm just going to start streaming it. That way I don't have to edit it. And that way they get the pre-show and the post-show.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I'm glad it worked.
I just got a notification on
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get nothing, Jack.
the
I'll stream it on mine. Why not?
what do you call it?
I think I can stream it to both Twitch and YouTube.
On the Yamin.
This is not the correct account. This is my music account. My FNX 45 I picked up? Fucking mint.
Fucking mint.
Cannot conceal carry it, though.
Why, too big?
Yeah, it weighs 2.5 pounds loaded.
It's fine.
I wonder how much this thing... I moved the locations of the guns in my house. I had a bunch of
Why is
guests
that?
over. I had a bunch of guests over this week, so I stashed them all in my room.
Uh-huh.
And,
Your office or your bedroom?
No. So I stashed them in my room because someone was sleeping in here.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's stashed. Now I got them back where they're supposed to be. One downstairs, one in this room, and then one in my bedroom.
Hmm.
I just move my pistol to whatever room I'm in.
I like to think that I do that, but really, I'm not really carrying that thing.
I mean, I just keep the fucking...
My microphone's not sensitive enough to pick up my...
Now I just got one in every room that
There you
I'm
go.
in for a reasonable amount of time. If I'm taking a dump, they got me. I tell you what.
I
don't
could
take-
probably pinch it off and stumble the two steps forward.
If someone broke in, I'd definitely pinch it off. I'd do my best to pinch it off.
You just get up, poopy butthole, just...
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
A log
what you do is you
falls
go
on the
out
floor.
What you do is you just walk out that the pants are on your ankle still, because then you got them surprised.
Alright. Let me know when you guys are ready to start this thing.
Alright, I got 2 Yamins. Wenzel, give me a topic.
China.
Man, you say China like every other week.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
What are you, the
Alright, give me a
Chinese
different-
ambassador?
Esports.
Okay, Jordan.
Stolen dog.
Can you send me the archives logo?
Yeah. You want me to
Stolen
email it to you, or
dogs.
like...
Just send it to me in Discord.
Okay.
I just need it for a thumbnail.
Okay. I'll send you a couple.
Okay, I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna grab a bowl of goldfish and then I'm gonna be ready to go. I'm also gonna rock one.
Okay.
Do you think this would be under educational?
Now's your time to rock one, get a snack, get a drink, whatever you gotta do, folks. Get ready to buckle up and be ready for the ride. Ladies and germs, boys and ghouls.
Ooh, I like that top one. Ooh, I like that one better.
Yeah, that one's the...
I like the wood one.
Yeah, that's the one I use. I gotta...
I'm not a fan of changing all of my titles in all these different places.
Yeah.
You going to bed?
Dang, I'm making a little...
Where do is it? Edit stream info. There we go.
All right, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Gaming news is a tag on Twitch.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I got to do my funny ways to greet people.
Oh man.
My new camera has such a wide angle. I can see my whole room. All right, we're live on my end.
Funny email greetings and salutations all the way back to 2005, baby. This isn't greetings. This is goodbyes.
It's the same thing.
Spice up your emails with these greetings.
Spice up your emails. Did people really send that many emails in 2005?
It's probably the hot thing.
This one is
2005.
2019.
Ooh.
All right, I think I've got it.
Dying. You fracture your femur. What happens is the leg is placed through here, like this. Obviously, you'd be lying down on the stretcher. What happens when you break your femur? If you imagine that's your femur, shattered, the very powerful muscles, pulls it across like that. Putting your leg in this contraption here, it pulls it down, pulls the bones back into location.
What's
What are you
happening?
listening to?
am I-
The dude talking about the femur.
Any femurs in chat?
Any dreamers in chat?
Any lemurs?
Dude, I want a lemur.
Also, your thing is still on Halo Combat Evolved with Magic Man himself.
Me?
On which one?
It's
Oh.
Twitch.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm playing a Halo Combat Evolved with Magic Man. I could have swore I clicked save. Mayhaps not.
Apparently not. All right, I got it. I think we're ready.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, whenever you want to go, just let me know. Actually, let me eat one goldfish.
Only one?
I know. I also could use a drink, but that's okay.
I don't know.
I just cracked
I've
up
already
a rain.
stalled long enough.
All right. I am ready if you guys are ready. We're still doing the breaks. Also, I gotta interrupt Wenzel to explain what happened to the last episode.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, my hard drive filled up mid-recording, so it didn't get saved, or at least the,
Oh,
the
it
video,
didn't?
the video version of it didn't. So like, it's still available on like Spotify and Apple, but it didn't make it to YouTube because like halfway through my recording filled up.
Oh, rip.
Mm-hmm. You ready, Wenzel?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna
Putting a dot for me or
get my
what?
little dot ready.
Top of the morning to you, gamers. I'm Patrick with Archives Media, and this is Archives Podcast, episode 29. This week, we're going to be talking about Squid Game, esports, stolen dogs, and reddit.com/advice.
It's your main man, Mizzix, coming at you with another one. And before I let Wenzel introduce himself, I just want to apologize for last week. My hard drive filled up, and so that's why there was no video. It's still available, the audio version, of course. It is a podcast. You can't not have an audio version of the podcast, but that's why there was no video on YouTube last week.
And I'm Wenzel. So, we all know about the laws China has implemented recently
Yep.
for the past 5, 9, 12 podcast.
China, man.
One thing I was thinking about this morning was esports teams in China. There's currently 17 esports teams.
Okay.
Do you think this is going to have a drastic effect on esports in the Chinas?
You know, I didn't
Because
think of that.
because that means they can only practice 3 days out of the week.
Well, no, I thought that if you were an adult, you were allowed to play as
Yeah.
much as you want, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
I thought that's what it was, but I think what Wenzel's saying, I think he just kind of messed up. I think what he's trying to say is like, you don't just start off, turn 18, and you're like an esports god. You play a lot when you're younger, you know?
I mean, that's very true.
It's a
That's
young
how we
man's
all
game.
started.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially when you want to be like a pro, like you really got to be like no life in it in high school and like either make
Middle
it
school,
because
even,
you
some
live.
might say.
Yeah. And like you really got to make it like at least while you're in college. Otherwise, there's no like having a job and then becoming an esports pro. Like it just doesn't work like that anymore. Maybe in 2005, but
Yeah, the quality of a competitor nowadays is just so high.
yeah.
I think it also have a pretty drastic effect on like content creation with YouTubers and Twitch streamers.
Okay.
Because think about those. If you're 14 and you're like, I want to be a YouTuber, you have an hour. You have 3 hours to essentially grind out as much content as you can.
Yeah.
Which, if you're trying to upload a video a day, 3 hours, you're not going to have very good
Well, hold
stuff
on.
coming out.
Maybe actually it'll be better because they're forced to like, I got to spend my 3 hours wisely. And then once you have like your recording, there's there's probably not a ban on how long you can be in Sony Vegas.
That's true.
And
So
like-
then they would have 5 days.
And maybe actually it helps them because maybe I'm like a no life and I'm like, I got to maximize my 3 hours on New World. Let me figure out what I got to be doing with these 3 hours.
Yeah. So they got the rest of
And the
the.
most efficient way to play.
'Cause
Yeah.
If I only had like 3 hours of game time, I would definitely try and be maximizing it.
Do you think there's some kids out there selling their hours?
Oh, there's gotta be.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
you-
100%.
You give me $50, come over and you can play my game for an hour.
Yeah, I mean maybe not for that much, but
Oh, you never know. There's
maybe it is that much. But I can imagine it's going. I'd pay
new
like
video.
maybe $50 for 6 hours.
Oh, I don't know.
If I was
New
that load.
Battlefield 2042 comes out. You got it saved on like an SD card, flash drive, and you're like, damn, I want to play this mission some more. Hey, yo, Tony, how's the coffee business?
I don't see any scenario where I'm paying $50 an hour, but I don't know about maybe these people in
You'd
China
have to
are just
be-
that desperate.
You're going to have to be the most loaded Chinese kid on the planet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Xi Jinping's son is paying $50 an hour, but I'm sure some simple corruption would go a long way.
Oh, yeah.
I believe they can play longer. It just affects their social credit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
you might be able to go play all you want, and then just go do like community service.
Maybe you just say, I
Or
don't care about my social credit. I'm just going to be a degenerate.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
gonna
possible.
kids
make
are on
a.
Rust are like, I have 200 social credit. You know? Just like how here we're like, I have 2,000 hours. You know? They're like, I have 200 social credit. F the CCP.
that's
You know?
that's
So,
that's the
speaking
flex.
speaking of Chinese people on Rust, I had one of the most interesting, like, weird interactions the other night.
Mm-hmm.
So me and one of my friends are playing on Rust. We're playing on a modded server just because we're trying to scratch that itch before force wipe. So we're, we have a decent amount of stuff. We got a good base going, and we hear like a raid off in the distance. We're like, okay, let's go counter. Okay, so we run over there, and there's a ladder up the side of this base. So we climb up, and I look down and I see a guy in a pit, down inside of this base. So I kill him and I jump down to loot him, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a way out. So then I send my friend back to the base to get a ladder, and while I'm sitting there looting the raider, I start hearing doors opening. And I'm like, hello, anybody in there? And the guy just says, oh, sorry, man, sorry. I'm like, oh shit, like, do you speak English? No, man. So I ask him I said, where are you from? China, man. So I get my Google Translate on my phone, and I'm talking to this dude through Translate for like
That's
45
awesome.
minute. Dude lets me out of his base, and then we just go run around, and we're like hanging out. He eventually ended up building a base next to us because this dude loves me.
That's awesome.
Apparently, after I got off, my friend said they were coming over, asking for me. Where did he go? Is he coming back? And they're talking to us through Translate on their phone too. Like,
That's awesome.
it was so cool.
Modern day technology and video games.
Dude, that's hilarious.
I never thought I'd have to Google Translate my way out of a base, but
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
yeah.
Moving on, New Worlds. So we've all played it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best MMO I've ever played.
Agreed.
How many players do you think it has racked up in its first week?
2 million?
Patrick?
5 million. I don't know. I was going to say 10, but after Jordan said 2, I feel like 10 is a bit too high.
662,000.
That's not that much.
Do you want to know how much World of Warcraft had in its first week one launch in 2004?
Like 100,000?
Yep.
Damn.
And Amazon has openly said that they will be continually funding New Worlds to add more content for new players. So now that we've played it, it's been out for a week. It's got a pretty high number for the first week. Do you think it's going to keep growing, or do you think we're gonna see it start to fizzle out?
I think so because I took a week off and I'm like I was itching to get back into it. I've heard of World of Warcraft, but I played Warcraft and I wasn't this hooked.
Yeah.
I do think that just like every other big Twitch flavor of the month game, there is going to be a pretty substantial decline in the player base shortly, probably within a month.
Yeah.
But there are still going to be a decent amount of those dedicated people that, it's not like MMOs were dead before. Like, people still play WoW, people still play Guild Wars or whatever, and now this is just the new one that seems to be better. So I don't see why those people wouldn't make the switch.
Yeah.
When I was researching this, because it took me a fat minute to figure out what WoW's population on launch was. When New Worlds released, there was a 23% drop in World of Warcraft players online.
That makes sense. I believe, yeah. I mean, those players had to come from somewhere. It's not like they just came out of the ether or grew in a test tube and instantly were just New World players, you know? Like, obviously, they were gaming somewhere else and they had to make the switch.
You never know where Amazon is pulling its players out of. They've also said they want to use New Worlds as their benchmark. And for their next game, they want it to be the same or better. What that game is, they didn't say.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for their new game because I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I heard that they were making an MMO, I was very skeptical because MMOs are something you build up over time, and they've done a good job implementing a good core game. But
I'm very interested to see where DLCs and expansions are going to come from. If we're going to get more weapons or new
hopefully, a bigger
areas,
world.
horses.
Oh, they definitely need bounce.
If I could get a horse, I
Yeah,
would be pretty
I don't
stoked.
want to fly around or anything. I just want to move quicker.
Yeah.
What if they had it tiered so like level 20s get horses, and then once you hit like level 50, you can have a flying mount.
I don't know if I want flying. That seems a little too ridiculous. But maybe you have like in Red Dead Redemption, the original one, they had something similar where it was like once you prestige, you start getting better mounts. Like
Oh, the
if
zebra
you,
donkey.
yeah, they had like a zebra donkey for like max, and that thing was like the fastest thing in the game, unlimited stamina, and like if it was like once you get max level, you get something like that. I'd be on board with it, but maybe you start off with just like a crappy horse, and then you get like a better horse at like level 20, and then like at level 30 you get like a really good horse, and like level 40 maybe you get like a tiger or something you ride, and then you get like a buffalo.
Oh, you get one of the big ass buffaloes.
Yeah, you get one of those super big buffaloes.
I wanted to ride on one of those big alligators.
Yeah, maybe like for level 50 you get like an alligator or something. What
What if they
level
had
did
a
you guys make it
taming?
to?
I
I'm
haven't played in a while.
Oh,
I've been taking a few days off. I was, like I said, I was back on a rust kick for a little bit.
so what
I
level
think
were you?
I'm
I think
level like 18 or 19.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm 26 or 27.
Oh, okay.
I also did have like my work week in the past week.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, I made it to
What if
28, and those like red portal things that spawn in?
the
Those are a
node,
bitch.
corrupted node
I,
things
I took out one of those for the first time
by
today.
yourself.
No. I rolled. There was
Oh.
like one other good dude who was like level 48, and I was just like a little pea shooter taking out these dudes.
In his backpack, the
Yeah.
little Yoda guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the little fish that swim along with the sharks.
Mm-hmm.
That was me. The red thing.
I've gone into one of those, healed the people, and got one hit on, and it still spit out the tier 1 chest for me.
Yeah, I got the little crappy prize.
Yep. Congratulations. Just moving on. This is can be taken as a hot topic. Do you think parents rely on video games too much
Some of
for
them, yeah.
parenting? And as a bonus subtopic for it, do you think that is the lead to or the cause of quote unquote video game addiction? Is a parent being like, "Oh, I can just slap my kid in front of Halo and I can go drink a margarita on the porch for 2 hours."
I wouldn't say so. No. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. Everyone's a little different, obviously. Like you can't just make broad generalizations, but I'm sure sometimes, like, yeah, kids will, like, parents don't want to deal with their kids, so they slap them in front of a video game. They just play that for hours on end. And then later on in life, they develop no skills at all, and they got nothing going on. No opportunity. All they have is their video games. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
if you're gonna at me, just at me.
I'm not talking about you, but like other people, they play video games because like they're a kid and they're bored and like they can't go off roading or anything. They can't go shooting, they can't go off roading, they can't just go fishing by themselves. All they can really do is play video games by themselves.
Yeah,
And
or
then
maybe
later
their
on-
friends don't live in their neighborhood or something, and so
Yeah, and then later on they do other stuff and they like balance their life out. I mean, look at
So-
Brooks. Like, I wouldn't say he's addicted to video games.
No?
And he'd play just as much as us.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I have a family member that their kids play an excess amount of video games, and I was talking to them recently on Snapchat, and they're like, "Yeah, my son is 17. He goes to work, comes home, plays video games. He hasn't left the house to go hang out with his friends in like 2 years, and they live 4 blocks away."
I mean,
was like-
kids also don't just hang out nowadays. Like, that's not the
Yeah.
90s. People don't get get on their bikes and like I don't know, bike
And
around like they did in the '90s. That's something else you got to recognize.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
Everything's
help that
virtual
it's
now.
changing.
it doesn't help that her other kid like doesn't touch video games at all.
Oh,
She goes and plays soccer and
Oh, is this the
hangs.
super pro soccer player
Yep.
cousin? Okay.
Yep, she goes to the major city in that state to go watch soccer games every week. She gets on a train by herself, goes down, sees the soccer game, rides the train back. I feel bad for the son because he's getting a
Yeah,
lot
having
of
to be compared to that, it's got to be
yeah.
rough.
Yeah, I can't imagine being like, oh yeah, my
oh
sister,
yeah.
she's freshman in high school and already has a full ride to several
Does all
colleges.
these things, this and that, and what do you do? Oh, well, I'm a loser.
Doesn't help that he plays Fortnite, so I don't have any sympathy for
Oh,
him.
okay. Well,
Take it, he's really good at it, but
I was feeling bad for this kid, then you lost me.
so like, I mean,
Fork knife.
I kind of feel in a similar situation. Like my brother was pretty athletic, you know. He would always play sports in high school, and you know, I always just play video games, right? But I was interested in other stuff. It's just I was either too poor or like I was too young to do it, you know. Like I like
What's
taking,
the?
like I like
Go
shooting,
ahead.
you know.
Oh yeah, now that I'm like, I just went shooting 3 days ago, and like we had to do some off roading to get back there.
I like off roading. That was my next thing.
Yeah,
I don't even have
Yeah,
a
like-
truck to go off roading with, but
yeah, we went back there, and it was my buddy's grandpa's land, and I look his grandpa in the eyes. I'm like, my Jeep fit back there. He's like, they're ATV trails, so you're gonna get a little scratched up. And he looks at me. He's like, but it's a Jeep, so it's designed for it. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
I'm being called out. Drove back there, took all of my guns. We shot couple hundred rounds. We were there for like 3 hours.
Dang.
Most fun I've had in a long time. Ever since my recent road trip across
Oh,
several
yeah.
states.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was a hell of a drive.
It honestly didn't feel like 11 hours when we were driving back. There was a few moments where it felt like we had crawled across the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got stuck in
Oh.
traffic?
Construction at like 10 o'clock at night on the highway.
Pitch fucking black, and there's dudes like working on the road or
Well,
some
that's
shit.
when they work on it because there's no one, you know, out there. What do you want to do? Work on it during rush hour?
I don't know. Work on it when I'm not there.
I know that's what you want, but that's not what makes sense.
I've actually got a pretty good story from my adventures up in northern Tejas. So I've recently done some upgrades to my Jeep, and I like the sound when I put my pedal to the floor and I take corners kind of hard because my back end kicks out. So I was back roads, going to a gas station, burning rubber, whip into the gas station. I go in and get something to drink, and I walk out, and there's a highway patrol officer standing next to my Jeep talking to my buddy who's in the passenger seat. When I walked in, my buddy had his handgun in his hand and a dummy grenade with a bayonet laying across his lap. I get there, and the officer's like, so you know it's a bad idea to have a hand grenade in your car? And I was like, it's a dummy, sir. And he's like, yeah, you're the dummy for driving like that. And then he walks away. And he walks up to this old man who apparently called the cops on me for dangerous driving and chasing someone. And the old
I've
man,
seen you drive. I believe that.
oh yeah, like
Yeah.
it made sense. It probably looked like I was hauling ass after someone. But the old man starts cussing the cop out because he didn't arrest me. And like it was, what time was it? It was like 10 o'clock at night in small town Texas. So there was no one on the roads
Yeah.
except for apparently this old man who followed me. I get back in the Jeep. First thing I do, gas it and kick my back end out around a corner. Did not get pulled over. Thankfully. That would have been a good am I the asshole?
Well, you would be the asshole.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been.
Maybe.
There's no debate over that.
I don't
The
know.
cop says, "Hey, don't do this," and then 15 seconds later, I do it.
What do you say? Don't do brake burns in the gas station parking lot in the middle of the night?
He said, "Don't drive like an
No
asshole."
dope in the trailer.
No dope in the
Dang.
trailer. I did leave a trailer park to go to the gas station. Moving on. Have either of you played Battlefield 2042?
No.
Nope.
Oh, but I played the beta, and so the last Battlefield 5, hot trash.
Yeah.
This feels almost exactly like Battlefield 3.
Okay. I really like that one.
But some of the cool things is, so on Battlefield 3, you join into a game. Sometimes you've got like 36 people on your team, and there's 30 on the other.
Okay.
The other team gets bots now, like AIs.
Are they good or like?
So, part of the beta, the first day, the bots could headshot you from 500 yards away.
Yeah, that was my next question. Is are they too
Yeah.
good?
They were too good, so they dialed them back. And now they're like, all right, that's acceptable. They bug out every now and then, and will try to run at you with a knife from like 100 feet away. You'll just see some dude straight mobbing after you with a knife.
Jesus.
That's funny. I like that.
They can operate vehicles though, which kind of sucks because an AI in a tank will shoot your helicopter down.
That's ridiculous. Oh
And there's
my gosh.
I can't remember if there's any maps in Battlefield 3 where like if you control this one building, you essentially win. But in the only map you got to play in the beta, there's this tall tower that you can see every point from it with a sniper rifle. I spent a whole match up there, and one of the new things you can do is you can airdrop vehicles.
That's pretty cool.
We were airdropping AA trucks on top of it because helicopters were trying to fuck with us.
It's like launch site on Rust.
Exactly. Actually, it's set up a lot like launch site.
Just got those SAMs all over the place. Oh, that's awesome.
They should do something about like if you drop it on a building, it should go through like a couple floors. I don't know what the building looks like, but
I think it's
shouldn't
one of
be
the
like
few
Rust where...
non-destructible buildings because it's a massive tower.
Yeah. But like
But,
even the walls don't break and stuff. Like I understand that like the frame is indestructible, but
The lower levels break, but like the very tippy top doesn't.
nothing up top.
Nothing up top.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you can get killed by an AC unit.
Okay.
They explode. I got killed by one. The weapon. So you know how you die. Okay, you can go in and change what attachments you have on your gun. You can do that in game, like on the fly.
That seems a little ridiculous.
It is because I went into a building with an M4. I put a suppressor on it, foregrip, 9mm rounds, and a red dot. Got to the top of the building, put heavy rounds, heavy barrel, variable zoom scope, and a bipod. I completely changed my gun by the time I got to the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I can understand if it's like you lay down and it's like you swap one sight from like your sidearm to like your main gun, and maybe like a grip or something. But changing the whole complete thing, that seems little. Because do they have like the hybrid sights where it's like a scope on top and a red dot on the side?
Yep.
Okay, so because that seems like Battlefield's supposed to be like somewhat realistic, and that seems like you've gone pretty far out of your way.
The medic class is more useful now.
Oh, good.
Instead of having like a crate of bandages that they throw, they have like a stim gun, and they can shoot you with it, and it will heal you. You can also use it on yourself.
So it seems like it's not that much. It's getting a lot less realistic.
Yeah, but I think that's where like they're supposed to be like it's slightly futuristic.
Oh, okay.
Like you,
it's 2042. That
yeah.
Okay.
The engineer has a sentry gun. Sentry gun is overpowered as hell. I put it in front of a stairwell. No one came up that stairwell.
Dang.
I'm trying to think what the other. There's a grappling gun, grappling hook. That's overpowered. You can get a lot of mean maneuvers on people with it. The tanks have 4 seats now. You have the
Okay.
driver who can drive the tank, shoot the main gun, use its coax. There's the rooftop machine gunner, a grenade launcher that someone can control, and a commander.
What's the
I don't
commander
know.
do?
I don't know. I never
Oh man.
cared to find out.
Have you
But
guys played Hell Let Loose?
I've played it a
No.
few times.
Oh.
Didn't really enjoy it.
I
Is that
played it
the
with
World War
Brooks.
II game?
Yeah, I played it with Brooks, and it's like more realistic than Battlefield was, but it's not quite like Tarkov or one of those type games. And I really enjoy it. And they have like different command. They have like a commander class where it's like someone who's in charge of the whole team, and it's like their job to communicate with all the squad leaders, and all the squad leaders are like in charge of a squad,
Yeah.
And they have like their own command chat, and it's pretty cool. But I thought you were
So
about
it's
to tell
World
me
War
like,
II Arma.
yeah. I think it's a little less realistic than Arma. But
Okay.
I thought you were about to tell me like they have like a command chat because they have a command chat in Hell Let Loose where all the squad
They
leaders and the commander can talk to each other.
they might. The beta
Okay.
they openly said like the beta is about like 10% of the game.
Okay, yeah, because that'd be really cool because you don't have to hear like 50 people talking into the mic, but also everyone can still kind of communicate. It's a really
They have
nice
a
feature.
gunships that you can use.
That's pretty sweet.
You get a VTOL that can actually like it'll rotate its blades to turn an airplane and a helicopter, but it's got 5 guns on it. Each one can be manned by a different person. Take it. I saw the most sweatiest players playing because it was the beta, but the
Yeah.
open beta starts tomorrow. I'm pretty sure you do not need the pre-order for it.
I got a 4-day weekend, so
There you go. You could be playing the 2042 beta. It's a
well,
19 gig download.
you see, the thing is, I want to play New World. That's just the struggle with these games nowadays. There's so many good games coming out.
I think that there's a lot of games coming out right now, and I wish they were more spread out.
Oh, I got booted from our company also in New World.
Yeah, I probably did too.
BBC
You were
kicked
probably
me out.
AFK too long.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You guys left me in archives. You didn't even promote me to leader. You promoted whoever that other fucking guy was. What the hell's that
I
about?
think I promoted No, I did promote the other guy. That's right.
Some random. I've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah, it was Brooks's friend.
Brooks has friends?
Yeah, he's got a buddy who's like he knew everything about the game. He just didn't play it that much.
Oh. Yeah, I've probably been removed from the clan.
Okay.
So I know there was a lot of people that were like, "Let me in," which sucks because I was gonna buy a house in that town because you get more fast travels out of a house.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who's next? That's all I got.
Alrighty, well we gotta take a quick break. Alright. Let me give me a second here.
No,
I gotta refill my iced tea.
I'm drinking a Rain Melon Mania.
Alright, I'll be right back.
No, you. Yeah. The roller barn.
I don't really know what that means.
Neither do I.
Yeah, they've got some
Chernobyl.
of those fucking smart light bulbs.
I kind of want one.
They're fucking sick. $35 for a 4-pack on Amazon.
Ooh.
Connect via Wi-Fi. You can control it from your phone.
Can I connect it to my Alexa?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Ooh.
Yeah, because Garth has it that way. You
Garth
can-
has a Google Home though.
Well, same thing. You can put
Yeah.
Google or Alexa.
I want
Tell
that for
them,
my office.
Here, I'll link you real quick.
Preach. We just decided that we'll be staying in this apartment for another year.
Yeah, I just renewed my lease for 6 months, so I'll be here till fucking like April or something at least.
We were gonna go buy a house, but I had to pay. The hospital came after me today, and that was expensive.
Uh,
It was almost $10,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, don't die. That's my advice to the world. Don't die. It's expensive. I think that brings the total running bill to almost 20 grand.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I had to pay the hospital, the cremation, his trailer park. I had to give a little to the banks. Yeah, it was funny. But we were gonna buy a small house, like a 2-bedroom, live in it for a year, and then go get a nice $250,000 to $320,000 house, live in that for a while, and rent out the small shitty house to cover the mortgage for the good house.
I'm looking at
Yeah,
buying
that's
an
not
RV
bad.
to live in.
Really?
Rent out this place. I mean, I'm just looking at it, but
What does Kimber say about that?
she liked it.
Really?
She was on board, yeah. I was surprised too.
I lived in an RV at one point in time.
Dang.
It wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst part, and take it, this was like an
Paying your lot
old
fees?
RV. No, we were staying in my uncle's driveway because he had for some reason he had trailer hookups.
Oh, okay.
But, like, the worst part is just the shower. So if you get one that has like a full sized
Oh,
shower,
yeah.
you're not sitting too bad.
Mm-hmm.
My problem, I'm also tall,
Yeah.
so if you're not
Yeah.
6'2", you'll be
Kimber
fine.
likes to act like she's full sized, even though she's not.
Yeah, she could use like
I'm sure the RV
a
shower,
regular
any
RV shower.
Yeah, any RV shower would work
Yeah.
for her. All right, you guys ready?
Real quick, one last thing.
Okay.
What if he moved on base, got on base housing, and then rented the other one out?
I mean, the thing is,
There's potential,
they take my housing allowance at that point.
Oh.
It's not like I get to live on base for free and get my housing allowance. You know, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
So, if I bought an
That's,
RV, I would get my housing allowance. I'd probably get like a couple $100 a month cash flow from someone living here. And then,
How much do you get for housing
It's $1,533.
per month?
Yeah.
And how much is your mortgage?
So the mortgage is $988, and then I got $120 HOA fee.
She's just making $600 a month.
Well, I mean, I gotta pay utilities and stuff, but yeah, I'm making like $300.
Extra
What the
gravy.
heck, bro?
Yeah. Well, I was losing money when I was renting, so I had stupid
Yeah.
buy.
You were paying rent
Also, I live like 30 minutes from the base, so like,
at your new place?
yeah.
Oh.
So if I tried
I
I
thought
tried to even live near base, I'd be losing money.
I
Yeah,
thought
but
you
still,
were-
that's not bad though.
No, it's
No.
not bad.
Plus, then you go and you hit some gas stations along the way, get a couple of tornadoes in the morning. You're good.
That I do. I get my tornadoes, get my monster, ready to rock and roll.
All right, we ready? Speaking of rocking and rolling, we ready to?
I'm ready to
start
rock and
again?
roll. You guys ready to rock and roll?
I'm
Yeah, I
ready to
think
rock
so.
and roll.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the break. So, I had a pretty busy week this week. Of the last 7 days, 6 of those I had people visiting. I had Kimber's brother and her friend visit, and So what they did is they brought a dog that it was Kimber's dad's dog, but he was neglecting the dog. So
It's your dog now.
her brother just up and took it. Now it's our dog. We got a stolen dog. I don't know if you see my
Pretty sure that's
Snapchat.
illegal.
Yeah, I saw
Hey,
some.
hypothetically-
Kimber had posted. Kimber had
Hypothetically,
posted some stuff on Snapchat, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?"
hypothetically, of course, we may have a hot
Yeah.
dog, if you know what I mean.
Is it a sandy dog?
It's not 500 grit sandy dog, but
Oh.
this dog is, I'm not sure how legal it is. So we took it to the vet because obviously, like I said, it was getting neglected, and they didn't seem to care. So now I'm not too worried, and I don't think it's chipped either. But pretty cool dog to have. So if anyone comes asking me how I got my dog, hey man, just claim it was neglected.
Found-
Facts
found
or
it.
not, Oh,
Actual
you know what?
acquisition.
We've seriously considered if you get a Ring alarm, it tells you to download like this neighborhood app that it gives you like notifications of people in your area, or if someone's doing something suspicious, they can like upload their like Ring footage to all their neighbors in this app. And you don't have to have the doorbell to download the app. You can just download it, which is what we
Oh.
did. And let me tell you, there's a lot of missing dogs in our area, and it seems like once a day someone posts about their dog that ran away. Hey, if you're looking for a free dog, I tell you what, it's a good one. Dogs are expensive nowadays.
Your neighborhood, apparently, free dogs all over the place.
Hey, there was just one like an hour ago. Some dude
Damn.
named Popeye is missing his dog.
How many predators do you guys have that like live in that area?
What are you talking
We were
about?
just looking at that. There's one that lives
What kinda-
right down the street.
What kind of predators are we talking about here?
I meant the kinds that eat animals, not the
Oh,
people kind.
I thought you were talking about, like people who, like sexual predators.
No,
How do you Google that?
There's
Sexual,
a
you Google
website.
sexual predators near me.
Yeah, they have to register themselves.
I know, but can you just Google?
Yeah, you can
Hot
look
moms
and
near
look
me?
look at the sexual predators that live near you.
I mean, my
Sexy
phone's always
predators.
telling me there's
Yeah.
hot moms
You can-
nearby.
Yeah, so you can just look at the sexual predators in your area.
How many do you have, Patrick?
Let's see.
There might be if you just Google it, they might be like some website trying to get your money, but there is a free one run by the government. It's just it looks like the website
Yeah,
was
it's-
made in the 60s. So,
How do I?
but my area, at least like in my neighborhood, it's like lacking. It's like very low. It's like below average in sexual predators or whatever. But
Search.
there's one that lives like
FamilyWatchdog.us.
just right down the street.
You know, I'm really not surprised.
Your
Three of
address
them?
popped up.
No. Three of them, like, on the same, like, rough area that I live in, like, in my
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that any of these guys are,
They look like they're dressed for the part.
yeah.
Oh no.
Wenzel's his address popped up.
No, there's like 4 that live near me.
Oh,
What do these blue ones mean?
I know. The one
goodness,
here where I live,
Mary.
it would like tell you if like what their crime was, if it was like against minors or something. The different varieties, but anyway. So I told you
Oh my!
guys.
I can click on the things and it will tell me who it is.
Yeah, they have to register, man. They got their information on there. Anyway. So I told you guys before about my parents are mating one of the dogs, or are mating their dogs, and I'm supposed to get one of the puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I got to think of some dog names because they're pretty sure that the bitch is pregnant.
Ooh.
And now I got to get some good dog names, and I wanted your input. So, the first one obviously was Rico. Just name the dog Rico.
Oh,
Okay.
Kid Rico, man.
You just call him, hey, come here, Rico. I think that's a pretty good one. My next
Yeah.
choice is Cal, but you got to say it like you're Eric from South Park. Cal?
Cat?
Cow. Just like that. I want to name it like a game character, like maybe from Skyrim, like Ulfric
What's the name of
Stormcloak or
the?
something.
I was about to, what's the name of the Lydia?
Oh, okay. I was thinking Thane. I just Thaned on the Thane was one of the ones I thought of.
Ooh, that's a good one
I
too.
would like it to be like the Master Chief. That's obviously like my favorite character, but
Name it John.
obviously, yeah, I'm not gonna name my dog John. Maybe some sort of Call of Duty Zombies character.
Rick Toffin.
Or
Kino.
yeah, or just something completely out of left field that's so stupid. I was thinking like Crash spelled with a K and a D in the front, but the D is silent. Just something completely stupid.
What?
So it's spelled like DK
What about
Rash.
Shino for Shino Numa?
Shino? Okay. These are all good.
Maxis.
Yeah, Maxis could be good.
Jesus.
How about Dempsey?
Dempsey? What is Dempsey?
That's
The Marine guy from
from Zombies.
Oh, I need to
Yeah, from-
know my zombies lore.
Tank Dempsey.
He has a daughter who's also in the zombie series.
Could do Cortana if it's a girl.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that, and that's a really good
That's
one.
actually a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanzo, Overwatch. I know you don't play much Overwatch, but
Is it?
I mean that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Who's the scientist lady who made the Spartans? Halsey?
Yeah, Dr. Halsey.
That wouldn't be a very good dog name.
Halsey? That
Dr.
wouldn't be
Halsey?
bad.
Hold on. That's pretty cool. Dr. Halsey?
What's your dog's name? Dr. Halsey. What does he have a doctorate in? Bark.
Yeah. So,
Cersei? That's a Game of Thrones.
I never
never
watched
watched
Game of Thrones. I watched like most of the first episode, and there was just way too many naked people for me.
Yeah, it's great.
It's Game of Thrones is
If I
just
wanted to
Lord of
watch
the
naked
Rings
people,
with
I would
porn.
I would just watch porn, man. Like
Yeah, but you get to watch a bunch of naked people, and they're just like fucking killing each other and shit.
those are two things I don't want to mix.
Maybe I'm like a little. I don't know. Never mind.
You don't want to finish that thought?
For legal reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's another good dog name?
dog name? Dang.
I'm still thinking about it.
What if I just name it Wenzel?
Well,
No,
that's
dude.
kind of fucked up. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
way cooler than him.
Well, I'd name my dog like Nubtub or something, you know?
Hey!
That'd be a good dog name actually. Nub.
Okay.
It's got to be Nuhb though.
Well,
Yeah.
To spell it right.
maybe it'll be Brooks if its nose is too big.
Jesus.
If I get a dog with like a massive
We
nose,
do not need to give him any more ego boost that you like.
You're
Call it
right.
JJ.
Never
I would
shut
never
the fuck
hear-
up about that.
I would never hear the end of that. So,
I can picture, hey, you got my dog ready? Shut the fuck up.
hey, how's my dog doing? Every time I talk to him.
Hey, the dog it's coming from is named Mocha, right?
Yeah.
What if you called it like Latte?
No, I don't want to name it after coffee or anything like that. But so I
Name
saw
it Mizzix.
I saw this meme this week, right? And it was like it was like some really complicated job, but they were paying a lot. And it was like people acting like they're doing the job, right? And it got me thinking, a lot of these remote jobs, you could probably just BS your way through, right? So I'm thinking like, what's the highest paying job that you could totally just lie about and make it for like 2 weeks? Because you got to figure like most jobs pay you bi-weekly at least. Like I can't think of very many that actually just pay you by the month. And I'm thinking there's a lot of jobs I could just BS my way through and somehow make it to like my first paycheck at least and be getting some massive salary, right? Like, I bet I could be like a DJ at least for make. I mean, DJs aren't paid; they're paid by the gig, right? But I could totally be a DJ for 1 gig.
Yeah, you only got to work on one, and then you don't need repeat customers. You just go to the next one.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking if I didn't have to prove like so many credentials, I'm thinking pilot. Like I could just hit autopilot.
Oh, there's not an auto land, I don't think.
There
though.
is. There's
Or an
totally
auto.
is.
I don't think there's an auto takeoff.
Okay, well that part's pretty fucking easy. It's just pedal to the metal and pull up, you know?
I played Battlefield. I know how to fly.
Yeah. I'm
I
thinking,
I'll just start flicking switches and shit until the
Most-
guy next to me starts giving me a bad look.
Yeah. Well, you gotta figure if you're just starting off, you're the co-pilot.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't really have much responsibility. You're just like there to make sure nothing bad happens.
I'm thinking pretty much any remote job you could just like outsource to India.
Go on Fiverr and find a dude to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you could get by being a nuclear engineer for 2 weeks.
What do they even do? Like day to day? I don't know.
I could tell you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
I'm not saying they don't do anything. I'm just saying I don't know, but
Yeah, that's not information I have.
I need to.
I think for 2 weeks, you could be like, I'm learning the plant, I'm learning the machinery.
That's what I'm saying. You could totally just if you pick some job that's. I was thinking maybe surgeon too, but I didn't put that on my list because I'm like, it takes before you go into surgery, it takes more than 2 weeks of like consultations or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You don't actually have to go into surgery at that point. You just like, hey man, this hospital thing it ain't working for me, man. I'm out of here, right? You get your 2 week of surgeon pay. That's got to be like at least 2 months of what I do, you know?
Good job.
I'm thinking we got to get in on some scam. We just put each other down as references.
Oh.
You'd be like, that's the best pilot I ever seen. This guy, drunk upside down, he can fly that plane for you. You know.
I don't think that's what the FAA wants to hear.
I'm
okay.
just saying, we got to get
He
in on one of
flies for
these
Spirit
things.
Airlines or something. They don't care.
True.
That's why one of these budget airlines just.
You show up with like a bottle of Jack in sweats and a t-shirt. Like, I am your pilot today.
They're like, oh yes.
Sit down,
This way,
shut up. We'll get there when we get there.
Maybe that's something we got to work on one of these. We got a 4-day weekend. Maybe we'll just apply to a bunch of these remote jobs, and we'll outsource it to Google, or not to Google. We'll outsource our Google job to
There we go.
to Babesh. You know.
I've watched a lot of TikToks of dudes who are like, they code stuff for a living, working from home, and they've just got like a fan
Yeah.
strapped to their mouse,
I
like,
saw that.
like a stick, and it's just moving the mouse back and forth, so it looks like he's doing stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to work for a company that like micromanages you while you're at home. But
I think most of them do.
you think most of them do? Oh man, that would suck.
Because I know there's software that companies put on computers to like make sure you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
they
know
manage
that.
your like keystrokes per minute, everything. Like,
My company does it, but I think they mainly have it so they can use like remote access and take it over.
Even
we're
on like your
based out of-
personal computer?
I think if you were working from home, they might. Yeah,
I would say you got to give me a computer because that ain't gonna fly on mine, Chief.
why
one
use
of my buddies, he has like a pretty high up job at like a financial firm, and they used to like have all that on his computer. Not anymore though, and he's still working from home. He doesn't go to the office anymore.
Yeah.
So all he has to do is like get on his work computer and like finish some amount of work for the week, and then he just plays Rust all day.
That's what I'm saying.
And he'll like take like an hour a day, and he's like, oh, okay, I got to go send a couple of emails, and I got this meeting. Okay, I'll be back. And like other than that, he's just fucking off.
Yeah, dude, I've been working from home, and let me tell you, very very little work has been done. Like last Wednesday, I was in a Zoom call for 2 hours. That's it.
Pain.
It's a pretty sweet gig. That's why I'm like, man, what if I just... Oh, yeah, I'm like a really great system engineer or whatever, you know? and then they'll be like, "Oh, you got to system engineer this," and I'll be on Fiverr looking for like the best Indian man out there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
See, I want to apply to like at-home jobs. I just don't trust them.
I didn't actually ever think of that. That's a good point.
'Cause, like I've looked on Indeed before, and like there's shit tons of work remote jobs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, do I really like? Because you have to give them like your social, your ID. Do I want to trust this company? I have no clue what they do because it's
Yeah.
not hard to fake a company.
Yeah, if it would have to be like a company I've heard about before if I was gonna agree to work remote for them.
And a lot of them are like insurance companies, and I'm like, that
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of these people before. Unless
Oh
it's like Geico working from home.
yeah.
But I also don't want to be like on like, oh, you need to be on your phone for 45 minutes a day helping customers. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Give me like a data entry job where you just send me a shit ton of emails and I gotta plug stuff in.
Didn't that doesn't pay very much though. You gotta lie your way up.
I know one of my friends in New Hampshire is a data entry. He makes $17 an hour,
Dang.
which 17 an hour in Tejas. That's
Living
That's
like
good.
a king.
Yeah.
yeah, that's good money.
Yeah.
Like Dakota makes 30,000 a year salary at their job, and that's like,
Oh, that's it.
ooh,
Oh, you do live in Texas.
30. I'm at like just under 45 here, and yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Wenzel lives in a bigger city though. You know,
that's
you
true.
live out in not really the boondocks, but
And the cost of living down here is significantly cheaper.
That's very true.
We're getting up there. The more people that move here, the more expensive it gets.
did you guys notice the price of meat recently?
No.
I went to buy some steaks the other day. That stuff was like $10 a steak.
You are on where are you buying meat
Sam's
from?
Club.
Is there not enough cattle farmers in your state?
I don't know. I guess not. It was.
We drove through there. You saw it. There wasn't fuck all.
Very true.
So when you guys were here, it was $34 per a pack of 4 New York strip, and like on Tuesday it was like $45 for the same set of 4.
I get 2 T-bones for $8.
Yeah, but did
What, those got mad cow disease? Like,
No, it came from Sam's.
all right. So the Twitch
We do-
Mega League.
Uh-oh.
I know you guys have heard about this, but have you guys been looking at the streamer income list?
No.
You guys really
Are
haven't
people
looked at
making-
this?
Are people making big bank?
People? So like, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, just in like ads and subs, and like sponsors pay exponentially more than that. So a lot of these people are making way more than we really thought.
Like I knew big time streamers on Twitch made like good money, but I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like they make 150,000 a year.
Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, maybe these people are pushing like $1 million a year. Nah. These people, some of them are pushing like $1 million a month. Like,
Where
all
does
in
it
all,
go?
Not just.
It's
That's like all in all, not just what they get from Twitch, because the numbers that came out were obviously just what Twitch gave them, not
Yeah.
like Twitch doesn't know what a sponsor is giving someone, but you can kind of predict based on their viewership.
If you're making I wouldn't know how to spend that.
I mean, I wouldn't either, but a lot of them hire employees just to make their life easier, which obviously that'll burn through your money quick if you're getting good employees. But with that being said, do you guys still think it's reasonable to like subscribe to someone? So like, my view is like, if you're gonna get $5 worth of value from someone, so I don't watch a lot of streams, but I used to watch a lot of streams, and I subscribed to Summit just because I feel like he was giving me $5 worth of entertainment value per month. I'd maybe watch him for like 10 hours a month, and I'm like, but that's 50 cents an hour. Like, I'll throw my man a bone, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that's reasonable? Because obviously, I'm not going to donate to the guy, right? I wouldn't donate to him before, but now I'm definitely not donating to him. But do you still think like subscribing is reasonable to like these big streamers, or do you feel like you don't have to? Like these dudes are getting your viewership is enough.
I like to show my support sometimes. Usually I'll do a donation over a subscription.
Okay.
Cause like I've watched like Vanoss, Wildcat, Dahi Denogla. I've watched them since I was like 14.
Yeah.
And I'll throw them like $10 probably once every like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Because I've definitely gotten my time of entertainment out.
Yeah.
When you say subscribing, do you mean like I'm gonna pay $5.99 a month to subscribe to this?
Yeah, like the Twitch version of subscribing.
Eh.
Because
I
my
don't think
thing
so.
is like if they're providing like value to, it's like they have to have enough support from their community to make it economically worth it to them.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you're a member? To me, it's like, am I a member enough of this person's fan base to like be a part of that higher tier of like monetarily supporting them? And like right now, I don't really watch anyone, but
Once they like if they're making $1 million a month, my $5
Yeah,
is
you're just a drop in
not
the
gonna be
bucket.
seen.
yeah. Yeah, because I'm honestly torn about it now. Like now I'm like, do I even subscribe to anyone?
The only people so first of all, I don't watch a lot of like really big, I don't watch a lot of the big guys, Moist
Yeah.
Critical, XQC, any, I just don't.
Okay.
I think for me, if I'm gonna watch a stream, I like to go in because I have some kind of a somewhat friendly relationship with whoever I'm watching,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and I like to go in and shoot the shit, hang out, and then I will sometimes subscribe because okay, yeah, you're a friend of mine. I want to support this. This is something that's important to you. But yeah, any of these big guys, like they don't, like obviously they do care because people like you. If people like you didn't exist, they literally wouldn't be able to fucking eat.
Yeah.
Like they don't care about Jim Bob 24 that subscribed.
No, I'm not saying they
just,
care about me. Like obviously, I know someone wouldn't. Doesn't give two craps if I subscribe to him. But like, it just seems like he's providing me enough value that $5 is a fair trade.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. I like it to mean something a little bit more, which it's really it's only $5, but like, I don't know. That $5 is gonna have a lot more impact for somebody that
like if you find someone with 10 views and give them their $5.
Hey, you were my subscriber for the night. Thank you so fucking much, man. Like, yeah, it's super cool. But
like if I was streaming and someone showed up and donated $5 to me,
highlight of the month.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I've had that happen
too, but
once.
you don't have a subscribe button.
I do not because I don't have enough views on Twitch yet.
Imagine I have a subscribe button and I don't even stream.
So I'm not done talking about Twitch because Twitch, they really grind my gears. So when you get the subscribe button, right? It's kind of legally shaky, actually. So when you accept the subscribe button, you're supposed to like exclusively stream on Twitch. Now, obviously, they ain't tracking you down to make sure that you're only streaming on Twitch, right? But like if you have like 100 viewers, they might be tracking you down, making sure you're only streaming on Twitch. But in California, to have like any kind of exclusivity, they have to be paying you something substantial to have like your exclusive personality, which obviously they're not. Just by agreeing to split some money with you, they're not doing that. So I wouldn't even accept it now. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't accept it because I would stream on multiple platforms at once to make sure that you're really like maximizing your growth potential. Because maybe you're like huge on Facebook, but you're just like you don't really fit in with the culture of Twitch or something.
I think that's where I like YouTube better.
I like it better also.
I'm not saying YouTube is like the best because there's stuff on YouTube where like if I was sitting on YouTube and I was streaming and I hold up my gun, I could get in a lot of trouble for that.
Really?
Oh yeah, YouTube does not like guns,
I know they won't let you monetize anything with guns, but
which is where channels like Demolition Ranch, they've somehow been grandfathered into this.
oh really?
And I don't think
I
that-
figured that he was just making money selling stuff.
No, he makes money off of the channel.
I mean, obviously he makes money off the channel, right? But like, to a lot of people like him, ad content is like maybe like 20% of the business, and like selling shirts or, you know,
I know
joining
he
Patreon
does.
or whatever.
He does have he did something very smart and got he started his own shirt printing company for himself,
Yeah.
and he took on a bunch of other YouTubers. Like even if I wanted to, I could go to his website and be like, I want 100 shirts made,
Yeah.
and
I mean, he was a
he'd
vet.
do it.
He was a vet before, so he's a pretty smart guy. I'm sure he's got a lot of stuff
Yeah.
figured out.
He also owns he owns that vet clinic too.
Yeah, like he works for himself.
So he's got the vet clinic, his shirt printing business, and he has 3 YouTube channels.
Yeah. He's a smart dude.
Yeah, which is like that's something I want to do, and I talked with my friends up in Paris. Is between the 3 of us, we have almost every caliber of standard firearm.
Mm-hmm.
We could make a shooting channel, let it grow, and then be like, hey, we also have a podcast channel, video game channel, whatever
Yeah.
we want, and use that as like a jump starter.
Dude, starting a gun channel's got to be like one of the easiest things ever.
Yeah, and we
It's
could be like,
here I am with my Glock today, and I'm gonna start taking out some cans. Then you get some subscribers, you move up to a bigger gun. You're like, I got my ACR here, and I'm gonna be taking out some 2-liter bottles today.
like I've got a 22 rifle, 5.56, 308, 12 gauge.
Next thing you know, the FBI's knocking down your door.
Yep. And I'm sitting here with my
And all
FNX
you have is a
45.
podcast channel.
Yep. And hey, hopefully by then I've got enough subscribers that it doesn't matter.
All right, so the
That I
last
can-
thing. Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the last thing about the Twitch Mega Leak. Everyone tells you to change your password, which obviously is good advice. But you also have to change that password that you use on that for everything else, right? Because that password is going to be public information if it's not already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm Mizzix and my password is, the sky is blue 96,
Oh, I was actually going to say the password of yours that I know.
dang, then you have to go change that on everywhere else, because there'll be databases that'll like advertise your password. People can just look up your email and they'll be like, oh, we've got all this information about you, including your password. And if it's the same as, your email, and if your Twitter is the same email and password, now they're in your Twitter. So if you made it this
I have
far.
my Twitter.
What?
They can have my Twitter.
Hey, man.
I don't use it.
Yeah, so I'm just letting everyone know that, because everyone's telling you to change your password, but it's more complex than that, or at least you should change that password for everything. Don't use that password anymore. It's been compromised. Is basically what I'm saying.
Thankfully, for my Twitch, completely separate email and password than I use for everything else.
Yeah, if you're like a big YouTuber, streamer, whatever, you should be using like one email for your Twitch, one email for your YouTube, and they got to be completely different passwords. But obviously, none of us have that issue quite yet.
Yeah. I have that set up because I'm always paranoid about someone getting into one of my accounts, and if they get into one, they can get into all. So I just
Yeah.
preemptively, if I ever take off.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be taking a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, I got to rock one.
Yeah, we're already at an hour, and we still got a few segments to go.
Yeah.
It's going to be brazy.
Patrick, are you one of the 2 people watching my live stream?
On where? Twitch or YouTube?
Either or.
Yes.
Are you guys watching? Are you guys watching the Archives YouTube channel stream?
Yeah.
Okay, I am too. What about you?
Check out
I'm
check out that PC I linked, by the way, Jordy.
on my way there now.
1700. It's got a 3060. Doesn't seem bad at all.
That seems like that seems like pretty good.
How did you
I've-
set that up for the podcast? I kind of
What?
want to get one of those. The
Discord
where's
thing?
our? Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
But yeah, I got like $800 ish from inheritance from my grandmother, or great grandmother rather,
Okay.
and I'm getting that raise soon. So
Nice.
yeah, and my next
You
paycheck
just
should
took the
be.
raise?
I've been busting ass. I told him, I'm like, dude, I've
Okay.
been making the starting wage the whole time.
I was
I'm
gonna
still
say, I
at
didn't know if it was just like for time or.
yeah. So
Okay, I'll be right back though. I gotta rock one.
Don't fall in.
but yeah, so I'm stoked. I think I'm gonna try get this new rig soon.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it does. It's really nice.
Oh, hey Penny, what you doing down there? I'm gonna sit here and play with my pistol. What caliber is your pistol?
9mm.
How many rounds does it hold?
Oh, wait.
7+1, I think.
So Patrick,
Yeah.
you just negotiated the raise, or is it like you just been there long enough that they?
Yeah, I kind of negotiated it. It's yeah. So there's different pay scales here, at work. There is right now. I'm a P1 Performance 1, which
That sounded
Fuck
like it
you.
hurt.
What was that?
I just released the slide and my finger was in the fucking.
God. Dang. Did your finger break? Because that could break your finger big time, dude. God. I think you learned your lesson though.
You son of a bitch! All right, anybody want to buy this fucking thing? $300. Oh god!
$300?
I think I paid $4. Oh my
Jeez.
god! Wenzel's like, oh, a cheap gun.
No, I don't need to buy another gun.
$400, and I'll even maybe figure out how to ship it to you.
I spent $700 on
man.
this.
Okay, yeah, but what was that? Yeah. So, and I told him, I'm like, dude, I've been like, I'm not doing like, base level fucking work anymore. I'm running the whole fucking oven, like all of this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I need to be paid more. This is, like, there's no reason why some dude that fucking walks in the door should be making as much as I do.
Yeah.
So,
You've been working there
Yeah,
like a couple years, haven't you?
just over a year.
Oh, okay.
Why did
But,
I think you worked there longer?
No,
Yeah, I
Just
thought it was
over a
more
year.
like 2 years.
no, it was a year in April. I guess it's almost
okay.
2 years at this point. Year and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so they're like, okay, well, we'll kind of 90-day period. We'll see how you're doing, and we'll meet every 30 days, and give you kind of a touch bases. So I had basically my last meeting last week,
How much?
and they said,
extra?
okay, I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
They said, okay, so we'll meet again either this Monday or Tuesday, so like 4 days from now. And assuming that, nothing goes tits up in those few days, then we'll start doing paperwork and getting it all processed so that it can be on your next paycheck.
Nice.
So, yeah. And now I gotta figure out what to do to get the next one.
Yeah.
I think I'm up for a raise soon.
So do they like? So do you get like ever get into like a supervisory position to get more, or like how many like supervisors is there to like a monkey or you know?
So our shift maybe has, I don't know, some combination of about 40 people between actual employees and temps.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 2 supervisors and a shift lead, which is also basically a supervisor, but
Okay.
yeah, technically he's not. And so, um,
I would imagine if you guys had less temps, you would have more supervisors.
probably, but
Well, it seems like the more people you have, the more supervision you need.
you'd think that.
Especially if there's
But,
like temporary people, they'd need more supervision than someone who's been
We
doing
also have a couple of trainers that are also on the floor.
that. Okay.
And then we have people that are P4s, which are like the highest level of the scale.
Okay.
And they're not quite supervisors, but you can like go to them for basically anything if you need help with
Okay.
like non like management level help
Yeah.
with stuff. They basically help out.
Okay.
I got a check from Nature's Path like 2 days ago.
How about you give it to me instead?
No.
Well, how about we split it 3 ways?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I need a new PC, so how about you just
It was
Send it on over.
$560.
yeah, that plus the fucking 800 from my grandmother, and I'm almost there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Send it over.
I need to
bud.
get a new shotgun. That's the next thing I need to get.
Nah, you don't need that. I need a new PC. All right, this is the archive's money. This is our money. For now, it's my money. Maybe next time it'll be yours.
I don't think that's how this works. The archives is not making money yet. Almost. If more of these
Are we still in the
hooligans
break, by
would
the way?
subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we had more hooligan subscribers.
So it's actually we're like 90% of the way there on subscribers, but we're like less than half as far as
For watch
viewership
time.
goes.
Is it watch time?
You need 4,000 hours watch time in the last year, and we're at like 1,500. So,
So you're
One of
telling
these
me I
days-
should just get shit and leave it running while I'm at work?
hey, I'm not saying that. I'm
I
just
can,
saying we need more watch time.
I can live stream under archives a couple times,
If
and
you
that'll
want.
help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the live streams really help because people like click on it, and normally
Yeah,
they stay
anytime-
for longer than normal.
Anytime I live stream on Operator Cat, like I have way more watch hours than I do subscribers.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm like a quarter of the way there for watch time, but I've got 47 subscribers.
Yeah, damn, we got 900 subscribers on archives. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's gone. There's been a few like purges that YouTube has done. It used to be at like 947, 48,
Yeah.
and then YouTube did their purge of people who don't watch stuff anymore get to be automatically removed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Because I got hit by I lost one subscriber to it, and then someone else unsubscribed recently.
All right. Anyways, so what do we still got to talk about? I'm kind of
It's all you.
tired. I know. I'm
Yeah.
just looking at my
Okay.
fucking list.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll
Um,
just bring us back from the break.
I think I'm ready. So
Alright.
hold on, let me make. So I'm gonna do the Squid Game thing. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about?
Damn, I gotta go to bed right after this. I gotta be at work in 8 hours.
Yeah, I gotta be at work at. I gotta be up at fucking 5:30 in the morning.
God.
No, thank you. Oh, it's not 1 a.m. for you.
Not yet. Okay.
All
I think
right.
I'm ready.
I'll say like, oh,
Bring us
welcome
back.
back or whatever. Or we don't have to do the dot. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed the break.
All right. So one quick thing I just wanted to talk about today. Actually, I just got these fucking like smart LED light bulbs. Have you guys ever fucked around with these things? These things are fucking sick.
Oh yeah, my buddy had one of those. Those are pretty cool.
They're so cool. My mother bought
Like the
some.
Hue?
But they're. This one is what is? I linked it in the thing.
Oh, well, hold
The Sylvania Smart Plus Wi-Fi full color dimmable
on. Oh, I didn't see that.
A19. Yeah, $35 for a 4-pack. Not too bad. But yeah, they hook up. There's an app on your phone. You can control it. It's all done through Wi-Fi, which kind of sucks because the Wi-Fi specifically in my room is kind of shitty. But I mean, it's not like unbearable.
Yeah.
How hard are they to set up?
Takes as long as you have a stable Wi-Fi. Like the hardest thing was because I don't have a stable Wi-Fi connection in my room, so it took me maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I hooked up my mother's for her, and it's like, screw the light bulb in, turn the switch on. The light bulb starts blinking. Open the app. It sees that it's trying to pair it. Go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
takes-
buddy had these. They were pretty cool.
My mom's like, I just can't figure it out. And I'm like, dude, this took me 90 seconds.
Is this why you had to drive all the way to her house that one day?
When was that?
Oh, we were trying to play like New World, and you were like, "Oh man, I'm not. My mom's got me jammed up or whatever, driving all over town."
No, they've been doing a bunch of stuff, moving stuff around in their house and all kinds of things. So I've been helping them do that because, obviously my mother can't do it, and so it's just my dad. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of work for just one guy.
Did he bring a forklift home?
No.
He should have.
It's mostly just like furniture and stuff inside. They're getting a new bed, so they got to like take the old bed out, get the old bed frame, all this other shit. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to talk about the lights really quick. That was just kind of a cool thing that I just did today. So I wasn't sure if you guys had ever messed around with those. The next thing, if you guys heard about this, what is this? Octopus lottery? What's that thing? Squid Game. That's what it's called.
I can't get away from it. It seems like.
Yeah, I have not watched it yet. My roommate watched it. He said it's very good, apparently. That's what everybody is saying nowadays. It's just, people are going crazy for this. You guys haven't watched it yet, Wenzel?
Nope.
Jordan?
No, not watched it yet.
Okay, you guys want to... We'll watch, how many? There's 9 episodes, it looks like. They're an hour a pop. You guys want to... Oh, I just accidentally started it.
Is the first season, like, completely out now, or is it, like...
I think so.
Okay.
You guys want to try do like the first 4 episodes and we can talk about it next week?
That works for me.
Sick.
Do I have to use Cornell note format when I'm taking notes?
I will be taking notes on this. I want you to know that.
In Cornell note format?
No. Bullet format is my preferred
Nope.
note-taking
Nope.
method.
You're using Cornell notes.
You can do Cornell, but I do bullet.
I hate Cornell notes.
Legally have to use Cornell notes.
Negative.
All right. Anyways, as we previously stated, I think that was 2 episodes ago, maybe last episode. The Am I the Assholes have been kind of drying up lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe people are just being not enough of an asshole, too much of an asshole. Who knows?
It seems like when we started, we just really got lucky for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Basically, we're going on to the Reddit/advice subreddit now. So I've got 2 of them here. Kind of interesting things. One of them maybe a little funnier than the other one, but this the first one. This is the funny one. It's pretty short. I just wanted to know what you guys would do if you were this guy. He says, "Should I warn the person in front of me on the train that I can see his screen? So I'm on a train, and through the reflection of the window, his screen is visible, and he's looking at some adult content. I could notify him that it's visible to me and embarrass us both. Or I could ignore it and he'll make the same mistake every day. Or, my greatest fear, I notify him and he doesn't care. What would you guys do?"
I don't think I'd tell him.
Yeah, I don't think I would tell him either. I wouldn't.
I don't want to be in either of those situations.
No. I also hate trains.
Why do you hate trains?
He probably
when
just
I was
hates public transportation.
Yeah, when I was in Korea, like all the public transportation, people would talk about, oh, the public transportation is so good. And it's like, no matter where you go, there's nowhere to sit. You're always standing. Unless you go like in the middle of the night, you're standing. People are crowding you. They smell bad. They're breathing on you. People are trying to sell you crap. You know where no one has ever tried to sell me? Yeah, on the train.
You buy good?
They'd be like, fan. I mean, they do it in Korean, and then they walk up to you, fan. It's like, dude, get the hell out of here! I don't want your fan. Like, and it's like the world's crappiest made fan, like a homemade fan that you like wave yourself on. It
Oh, it's
looks
like a little paper one or
it
something?
looks like he did
little
some
origami?
origami and folded up into a fan like you did in 6th grade. And he's trying to sell it to you for like $2, and you're like, dude, like, no.
$2 USD.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, it'd be like 2,000 won, and you're like, I don't want. Like, I'll pay you 2,000 won to never talk to me
To
again.
fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay 2,000 won to get off the train to the next stop. How about that?
Like the bus drivers, the taxi drivers, they all suck at driving. Let me tell you, I think I could count on one hand, the number of times they did not drive. So they would always drive. They would always either be accelerating or braking. There's no coasting. There's no like getting the speed the same. They're always accelerating. They're always braking. I could count on my hand the number of times they didn't drive like that.
Jesus
If you're driving,
Christ.
if you're on the bus, you're standing up and you're holding on to that pole for dear life.
You're
Like
just
my arm is
jostling
sore.
around.
My arm is sore after getting off that bus. And I've got lots of experience with that arm. I'll tell you what. And it's sore
Cool.
after getting on this bus. And I don't even like the bus rides aren't that long because the long rides you get on the train.
What I'm hearing is you just get absolutely yoked from riding the
And
bus.
people are always complimenting how good their public transportation is. So I'm like, look, if that's good public transportation, I don't want to be anywhere
I don't want to
near.
see bad.
I don't want to see the bad ones.
Riding around in a tuk-tuk with 12 other people.
I'm like, no one has ever breathed on me in my own car. No one's tried to sell me crap. No one's been harassing me in my own car. No one's faked being blind. No one's over here like is soaked in piss. Like,
Yeah?
oh man,
Can't,
like
I mean,
rather
I
be-
do that sometimes.
I would rather
I
be stuck in traffic than take that subway.
mean, sometimes I'm soaked in piss in my own car, but that's just,
Mhm.
that's a willingly, I do that to myself.
I have definitely harassed you in your own car.
Me?
So yeah.
I also harassed you. Remember when I just got in at the red
I
light?
wouldn't call that harassment because I knew who you were.
Kimber almost lost it.
That was pretty funny. I saw you getting in too.
Oh, it was so good.
I actually unlocked the car so you could get in.
I
That
wanted
would've
to about this guy with looking at the porn. I just remember there was a day in high school. It was like senior year English class, and we got the Chromebooks out, and we're typing our essay, doing a research,
no.
whatever we're doing, right? And this kid, I'll tell you who it was later, Wenzel, because you'll know him.
Oh no.
He was one seat up and to the left of me, so like diagonal forward left, right?
Yep.
And I'm whatever looking,
So you got,
doing
like,
my
a prime
research, and
angle
I
on
look
this
up.
guy.
I look up to look at the clock, right? 'Cause I'm like, oh, what time is it? And I see on this guy's Chrome. First of all, it's a school issued Chromebook, so I have
Yeah.
no idea how he was able to do this. But there's just like the biggest ass, and this girl's just twerking on this fucking, just like she's going ham. I mean, like this thing, 2 different time zones. I'm sitting like,
Edit, homie.
and I just he was just having a jolly old time, and I kind of watch it for a second, and I'm like, is he? No, this is a joke, right? And I'm like, oh my god, like he's not like clicking off, like this is like he's in there. And so I kind of, clear my throat, and he looks back at me, and I look at him, and I kind of whisper, I'm like, hey man, are you good? And then he just turns like fucking beet red and just like closes it and goes back to, whatever research project we were doing, and I was, it was so good. I still think about it today. I work with the guy now, actually.
Oh, man.
Oh, I think I know who it is now.
You
I'll
gotta
tell you.
type it in the chat so I know who this guy is.
He moved after you
Never mind.
left. He
I
moved
don't-
like freshman year. But
Is his first initial a T?
no.
He put it in the
Oh.
chat.
Careful,
I-
don't
Yeah,
If you're-
I'm not gonna change
I'm
it.
not screen sharing. I don't know who you think I look like.
I'll tell you after. But yeah, so
That's embarrassing.
anyway, that's the guy on the porn on the train. Now the
Train
second one here. How to quit my job first time. The company I'm currently with is one I've worked for since college. I started out part-time while I was in school and was fortunate enough to stay full-time after graduation. Since then, I've moved to multiple different states and held multiple different roles. It's been almost 7 years since I started with them. Recently, upper management has been terrible, and I've become depressingly unhappy. After one conversation where my ability to do my job because I voiced that I had been feeling burnt out and unsupported, was questioned, I decided to apply for new jobs, not really thinking I'd hear back. Not even 3 weeks later, I've been offered a new job with a substantial raise that's closer to home. I have friends who work for this new company for 7 years plus that have nothing but wonderful things to say. My question is, how do I tell my managers I'm leaving? This was my first real job, so I have zero experience doing this. Any help is welcome.
You could keep it nice and simple. Just walk in and be like, hey, putting in my 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, some places even, maybe depending on the position, you give a month.
Yeah.
But it's all about trying to look the best you can and trying to remain as professional as you can. Even if this is, if this was like fucking Burger King or something, like,
Sucker from the back, I'm gone.
whatever,
Yeah,
right?
for
Like,
sure.
but even all of the places I've worked at like that, Burger King, when I worked in the kitchen at that Mexican place, I always gave notice. I always made sure that, hey, I'm going to be going here. And sometimes even, the management ask why. Okay, well, they're giving me a better schedule, or they're giving me more money, or this and that. And sometimes there's a conversation that can be had then. Okay, well, what can we do to keep you? But if if your mind is made up, then shit, and your mind's made up. You need a fresh start.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still on my first job. I've never quit. This is my only job.
You can't really just like wake up one day and be like, I quit.
Yeah, that too.
You got to give approximately a 4-year notice
Yeah, I
from
was
now.
gonna say maybe give a couple year notice on that one. But I would say like in the current labor market, labor shortage. So I get that this other one's closer to home, but maybe I'd go to your current job and be like, look, I've been here for a couple years. You better start paying me, and then you tell them like more. Like, this company offered me this. They're closer to home. If you don't give me like this plus some, I'm out of here in 2 weeks.
There's no reason why I shouldn't be here then,
Yeah,
or why I should stay.
that's what I would do. But I've never quit a job, so
No, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Down here in Texas right now, there are more jobs than there are people willing to work.
Oh, same
think
here.
that's
There's like
everywhere.
literally, they're offering like $1,000 sign-on bonuses and shit, just like because they need people in the fucking door.
Yeah.
We have a kid that just got hired on like, I don't know, maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, not even at this point. The kid, he's like 19, 20. He doesn't do fuck all. He shows up and, since he's still kind of the new guy, whenever, line he's on, he does kind of the bitch work. Hey, we need you to go stack boxes. Hey, we need you to take the garbage out. Hey, we need you to do XYZ because I need to be here to watch the machine. And he'll just blatantly be like, no, I don't want to. And we're so short that like, I don't know if they just don't want to fire him because they're so short, or if just, I don't know. I have no idea how this kid still has a fucking job, because everybody in the building knows he does. You can just like say something and be like, oh yeah, homeboy didn't work. And they'll be like, oh, you're talking about Tony? Like, everybody knows who you're talking about instantly. As soon as you talk about like
So
people being fucking lazy.
yeah, I could. So I get like you should fire that guy like right on the spot if he's just not doing anything. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, is a quarter of a worker better than like no worker? Because
Yeah, that's
the other thing is like, if you're that desperate for people, like,
something's better
obviously
than nothing.
he's
Right?
the first one to go, but like, if you still
Yeah,
aren't meeting, like if you need 20 people and you have 12, and now you have 12 and a quarter, like.
Yeah,
You're a lot closer to
yeah.
20, or you're closer to 20 than you are to, where you were at. Because you definitely got to fire him, like if he, at some point. But
Yeah, you definitely don't need him.
that too. If
Just
he's
because like I get it. There's no one wants to work right now. Because like my company, we've closed stores just because we don't have people. And what sucks is it takes 3 people to run a store, a manager and 2 associates. Like I think we've closed 37 stores in the past 4 months.
37. Well, is there like a chain vape store I didn't know about?
Yeah, we're a corporation.
I didn't know that.
We had 286 stores, spanning from Arkansas all the way down to southern Texas. We're making a big U shape, and then we're gonna fill it in.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, from like Arkansas to New Mexico, but no, it's just two states that are right next to each other. You just
Texas is a big state.
it is a
From
big
Washington to Oregon,
Yeah.
we control the
Yeah.
vapor market, boys.
state. From
We-
Georgia
we
to
had-
Florida.
we-
we got
From Windsward to Monarch's Bluff.
from
The BBC controls the trade.
We control the hemp industry.
from North Seattle to South Seattle, we have many stores. We control all of Seattle's vape supply.
It'd even be better if they're like, yeah, from North Pike Street to that halfway down South Pike Street. This is our turf, okay?
Yeah.
They'll think twice before they try to open
Yeah.
a vape shop on our land.
Yeah.
The best part is, so the town I live in is about the same size as Ferndale. We have 2 stores in it, 7 miles in between them.
Yeah, but you live in a college town, so you got to think disproportionately. There's going to be a lot more vapors.
Yeah. That is
We-
a really
That we are the flagship store of the company, and we haven't even been open a year. But that's because
Interesting.
we.
Well, I mean, I figure if you throw crap at the wall, some of it's got to stick.
Yep.
yeah.
If you,
That's
it sounds
actually
like- yeah, you got 250 stores.
So you said that was the best part, Wenzel. You want to know the actual best part? I, in my opinion, about this whole ordeal. Do you want to know?
I do.
The best part actually is that we don't have an outro.
Got him.
I love that so much.
Did you see the get ready?
Once you
No.
started saying, you know what the best part is? I saw I had a Discord message, so I was like,
Okay, thank God.
yeah.
I was like, I can't just be looking over here like a dick.
Let's see this guy's name.
Oh man.
Who
No.
is he?
Fucking, are you still streaming?
No.
Andrew Pohl.
Well, it's pretty awkward.
That does not surprise me.
I just looked up at him and I said, "You good, Pohl? You good?"
You good pole. Oh no.
I can't believe that. I used to watch like Twitch streams on like the Google Chromebooks, and I'd feel like I'm breaking the law.
Yeah, I have no idea how this dude got fucking
Yeah.
big fucking
Oh.
black ass. Just
I was on Twitter one time on like one of these Chromebooks, and I was just scrolling by, and like a huge set of knockers pops up on the screen, and that felt mega illegal. I immediately closed
Oh,
that. I was like,
yeah, and you gotta like look around. You're like, oh shit, did anybody
dude,
see that?
I was sitting like relatively close to up front too. I was sitting like the second row too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw me, or if they did, no one said anything. But
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Agario.
oh,
we played the
that
fuck
was
out of some
lit.
Agario,
Yeah. I imagine kids
Or s-
nowadays are playing Among Us. Or actually, no, it's not
Among Us?
it's not a browser game. So I guess they're playing on their phones.
Yeah.
They're just playing on phones now.
All right. But yeah, that's the new PC. I think.
That looks it looks sweet.
Yeah, I'm stoked. It's way fucking cheaper than what I was looking at building as well. The other one I was gonna build was like 2,500. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be getting an
Wait,
extra like
hold
$400 on my next check anyway from because they forgot to pay me.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be putting that in, taking care of a little bit of credit card debt, and then putting the rest of it towards PC probably.
Are you
Nice.
doing white or black?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know. Like the white looks really clean, but so does the black.
Yeah, the
See,
white. I'd say the white looks cleaner, but it's probably gonna turn yellow after like a couple months.
Yep.
Yeah, especially
You-
with me in my room and all that. And
Yeah.
You can get a 171 FPS on Fortnite.
You see 78 on Minecraft.
Yep.
I really wish it would have showed Rust.
Oh,
That is what's like incredibly important to me.
I think it. Rust will do better than Grand Theft Auto though. So like,
Yeah, probably.
Grand Theft Auto's really hefty.
And
How does it run? Okay, it's saying Modern Warfare. It's not saying Warzone.
Oh yeah, because I was like, man, what is up with Warzone doing that good? I don't believe that, but
I bet that's like Modern Warfare multiplayer or
Yeah.
campaign.
You're on like shipment, you know,
Yeah.
where
gotta
there's just
sneeze.
nothing going on.
I need to get a couple of new monitors too. I think I'm going to try and get two. I don't know how I'm going to be able to fit 2 monitors on this desk.
You got to get a monitor stand like I did.
Yep.
It's a
So
game
worth it.
changer, honestly.
My man, he told me to get them. I got them. Love it.
Yeah.
Can you link me to the monitor stand you have? How does that
Yeah.
work?
So it's like, you know the little 4 screws on the back, or like the 4 holes.
Yeah, usually where the mount thing goes.
Yeah. So you do that, and then you put it on the monitor stand, and it's
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, like this? This would work? That's a big fucking link. But
Yeah. I have. Do I have this one? If I don't have this one, I have one that looks extremely similar to this one.
okay. Yeah,
I
that's
think-
sick. I would probably want to get
Yeah, I might have this one. No, I don't have this one. I have one that's extremely similar though. And like, I don't know if it's true for this one. Okay, but mine, that middle pull thing, these other 2 can swing it far enough out that the middle pull will hold a third one. Because I got it. I paid a little extra for that, just in case in the future I wanted a third monitor.
and then I think I'm also probably gonna look into like I don't know. I'm on like a 32-inch fucking like TV basically right now, like
Yeah.
the old fucking thing I got from like, on fucking Black Friday.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna look into like maybe I don't know. What is like how big of a difference is like getting a random brand or like an Asus? Asus? I don't know.
I've always had these 2 Acers and a Samsung, but I can't imagine it's that big of a difference.
Okay, because like it's like $100 X, which obviously like isn't that much money, but like
That's like these monitors are like 150 that I got, and they're like
Oh, that's not
27-inch
bad.
1080p's.
ooh. Do you have
2.
a link to those still or no?
Yeah, I bought them a couple years ago though, so like,
I have
Yeah.
2 HP monitors that on Black Friday were $80.
Damn.
They're HP 24Fs.
buy these. God, did I really buy these in 2017? God.
I'd really like to get a corner desk, but there's just like no room.
I have
Fucking
one.
bedroom.
It was fucking expensive.
Yeah,
This one apparently is $100 on Amazon. I don't even know how that fucking works.
yeah, I got a
Cheap as
corner desk,
fuck.
or I used to have a corner desk, and honestly, I
Yeah,
like my
I
long
remember.
desk better. Especially once I got these monitor stands.
My corner desk has, like, the area you put your computer on is slightly raised above the other, and you have a little cubby. Actually, I have one cubby. I have 3 cubbies. But I also didn't assemble it fully because I didn't want the pull-out keyboard spot.
L-shape gaming desk. This is only $90. This looks like the one you used to have, basically. Oh no, yours had a glass top, didn't it, Jordy?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend the glass top.
Yeah.
Always paranoid about, like,
Yeah,
Setting something down too aggressive and breaking it.
yeah, and then my
That-
PC plummeting to the earth.
well,
Yeah.
also the thing is, if it breaks, like the whole
Yeah,
thing
you're
becomes
fucked. You're
useless.
out of desk.
That happened to us when we were moving because me and my brother got matching corner desks, and I don't know, it was like resting against the garage, and then someone opened the garage from the inside and broke the glass. And like now we just had like a bunch of like a pile of shit that was completely useless.
Yeah, just a
Some
bunch
big
of
piece
metal fucking
glass
framing.
that you can't just throw away a big piece of glass. Like, what do you do with this thing? So, I think when we left Arizona, we just left a bunch of crap there that like sucks to be the landlord, you know?
Yeah.
The dog doing?
I kind of like this one. Look at this. Even if it wasn't the wood top, like,
I'm heading to bed. To everyone awake, good night.
All right.
yeah, I'm not far
Okay.
behind you. But
I might try and get a little bit more New World in. I want to try and hit level 30 tonight.
I like the black too. I like the black more, I think. But just the way they have that set up with the
Oh,
monitors and everything on the left, and then you can, yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, maybe I should look into getting a corner desk because right now, like, I do like taking notes and like maybe reading a couple things, but like then I'm just sitting in front of my computer and I get distracted easily. So
Yeah. Problem is, like I said, this room is so fucking small.
oh yeah,
My room is 10 by 10. Like my bed takes up here. Do I have your updated number?
yeah. If you FaceTime me, it should.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me find you in here. FaceTime. Okay, I'm about to go. I'm gonna leave the Discord. I'm gonna turn my PC off, but answer this FaceTime.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
All right.
So it's a little. It's not super messy. I actually just cleaned like basically all of it. There's a little bit of shit I need to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. How the fuck? Alright, so this is the fucking room, right?
Okay. Okay.
Come in and like. This is an old kitchen table.
Okay.
Let me turn up my lights really quick. Yo, hold on. Okay, I don't know if you're sure you do this. Yeah. Is that the? What is the? I thought it was Calamax, but that's the commander guy. Calamax is the teamer copy spells. Yeah. That's fucking sick. Yeah. Where did he get that? He got that for you?
No, I got. Well,